Hi, I'm Dr. Naftali Fish. I'm working in Israel as a licensed clinical psychologist and hypnotherapist. I've been in Israel for more than 25 years, making Aliyah from the United States. And during that time, my goal was to be able to develop a method of working with people to help them grow in a psycho-spiritual way. There would be both a professional method and also integrate in an effective, unique way biblical Torah values and faith within the process of helping people to grow and heal. We're currently living in what can be called the era of internet. And the era of internet presents us with many challenges. The greatest challenge is how to use the internet in the right way, because many people are also using the internet in the way that ultimately causes damage to them and to their families. Many have compared the internet to a modern version of the tree of knowledge that both had good and evil within it, as described in the beginning chapters of the Bible. And it's clear to me that the internet cannot be avoided. We have to learn how to use it and gain from it. This involves having a value system that guides us how to make the right decisions, and also to set boundaries, and to have motivation to be able to gain from the internet and not be hurt by the internet. This goal is a major goal within Judaism, which teaches us that since the time of the creation, man's task is to be able to sort out, to clarify what is good within this world and what is still evil. Ultimately, when the Messiah comes, everything will be all good. So I want to present a way how to be able to gain from the internet, grow from it, because the internet is awesome in many ways. Within seconds, for example, if I'm looking up some type of issue I want to understand better, working with people, some syndrome or some phenomena, within seconds I can go into internet and gain information that's as good as if I was sitting in a college class in some Ivy League university in the United States. Whereas in the past, in the best scenario, it would take me hours to get to a library, look for a book, and most of the time the book's not there, and wait for the book. And the information you have now is updated. There's so much we can gain from the internet, but we know of millions and millions of people who are using internet in the wrong way, getting into sites that are focusing on violence, focusing on pornography and unhealthy kinds of images and fantasies. And as an expert in the field of addictions, I've worked with many people who've become addicted to internet in the wrong way. So what's the solution? Again, the solution is not to ban the internet or to try to avoid dealing with it in our life. That's kind of like saying, let's live in a world without cars, because there's also a lot of car accidents. We have to learn how to deal with the internet. And what I've seen when I'm focusing now and working with people to help them be able to use the internet in the right way is that there are a couple of basic real human needs, natural and understandable and healthy human needs that people are trying to meet through the internet. What are these needs? First, we see how much people are looking to have pleasure. In the post-60s world, there's been more and more of an openness to feeling good and going after immediate gratification. This is partly the result of Freud's theory that emphasized that a modern man was too repressed, wasn't able to express his natural self openly. But now the world's going to the other direction. If in Freud's era there was too much rigidity and not enough acknowledgement and acceptance of the need to have pleasure, including sexual pleasure, now the world's going the other way. We have a world now that doesn't seem to have what Freud called a superego, a conscience, a moral barometer that prevents us from doing what we might want to do because we know it's not the right thing or it's going to cause negative consequences. So people are looking to have pleasure. And we see how much people are looking for relationships, to connect to other people, to communicate with other people. The modern world is very much a lonely world. People are isolated. People live far from their families. So Facebook and other social networks have shown how much people are thirsting to have relationships. So again, in both areas, we have a natural need to have pleasure in this world. And this is not against the Torah, it's not against the Bible. One of our greatest rabbis, the Ramchal, stresses in the beginning of his famous book, Mesilat Yesharim, that man was created only to have pleasure in this world. And so the question is how to have pleasure in this world, not if to have pleasure. How to have pleasure in a healthy way, in a way that's constructive, in a way that's integrated with a higher purpose, in a way that's integrated with what we call Kedusha in Torah. It can be sanctified. All of our physical pleasures can and should be sanctified, and this is something that every man can achieve, not only some very, very unique, special person. The other goal is how to have relationships in a positive way. The Torah starts off with the pasuk that it's not good for man to live alone. The Torah shows us that man is supposed to be in relationship and love, discover love and intimacy and true caring for another person, giving, receiving, and sharing. In order to have healthy relationship, ultimately a person needs to be able to see that and understand that our essence is our unique divine spark. Every person is created in the divine image. Every man and woman has a holy soul. And this is our essence. We respect our body, we need to take care of our body, but our essence is our soul. And if everybody once a day would remind themselves that they're created in the divine image, and therefore we all have unique value beyond our achievements, and if we would look at another person from that light and see his or her soul, the holy part of them, the healthy part of them, the uniqueness that was created by God, that is the foundation for being able to develop healthier relationships. How do we do this in a practical way? I've developed a method of meditation that I call Nachat Ruach, which is the name of the program I've developed in general. I also wrote a book to that with that name. And in the Nachat Ruach meditation, we learn how to meet these basic needs in a very simple, healthy way by doing a 10-minute exercise every day that helps us to gain the true relationship with ourselves, to gain a true, real, sincere relationship with Hashem, with God, and to learn how to have pleasure in a natural, simple, healthy way through meditation. In the next film, we will look at the Nachat Ruach Torah-based meditation for psycho-spiritual growth.